come to your which file. See, the user file is, let it be only for the user purpose. Will not add anything in that. Okay. In user file, we will have two type of user. One we will keep as admin, that we will add directly in the that file. Another we will keep as a normal user. Another we will keep as a normal user. Okay. So for what we will do is go to your JSON file. Your JSON file, user.json file. Okay. Here we have added many things. Okay. So some user has registered in this. So in this file, we will add one more user for admin purpose. So when the admin will log in, he only can come to the dashboard, else something else will appear. So let me go here, SIYARAM. Or instead of that, we have to start from, you create one more file here, where under the same API folder, create one more file, give the file name data.json, 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 data.json. See, JSON related and the hooks related. Hooks means functional component and JSON. Okay. So in this case, if you have a still problem in understanding, then I have created total 4 video. One video is, it's completely from starting. Add the routing, then save the data, list the data, delete the data, edit the data. Not using the class component, using functional component. Okay. So if you have a problem in that functional component understanding, you will face the problem. Okay. While going through this project work, maybe you will face the problem. If you have a confusion under the functional component. So in that case, I will suggest you, I will suggest you here, it is nothing related to promotion of my channel. Okay, look at here, there is playlist, you can see here, React hooks and API using JSON server. If I go to this, if I go to this playlist, what I can find is, uh, okay, let me go here. I will not play it, just I will show you the photos. 4 photos are there. Okay, hold on, wait. So in this playlist, which playlist? Here, React. This is one separate playlist I have created. Inside you can see 4 photo will be there. Completely 4 photo is there. Where is, okay. 4 photos are here. The first photo is nothing but the routing, where you set up a project. Second is nothing but using JSON server and API, JSON server and React, using hooks, how to save the data. In this clearly it is explained like using JSON server, and same thing, same what we are saving here, how to delete the data, list the data and delete the data. So this is, I think, video number, this is the video number 1 where we are creating the routing. This is the video number 2, no, save and list. Okay, no, here under the video number 2 you have saving and listing. Here it is in the sequence. Video number 3 there is a delete functionality, and video number 4 there is a edit functionality. Not using class component, using functional component. Important for developer nowadays. Okay, that come under the hooks. So whenever you have time, not only today, when any day, you can implement at least these 4. It is helpful for your entire career under the React. Okay, so that you can try. The playlist name is here. What is the playlist name? Something name was there. Playlist name is something was it? Let me go back. Playlist name was here. I have split it into different 4 playlists so that it will be easy to this one. React hooks API using the JSON server. So whenever you have time, you can try this. It will be helpful for you. At least this. If you forget the class component, leave that, but don't forget the functional component. It will be helpful. Four are there sequentially. It's recorded with example. You can try. Okay. Now come back to the data.json file. Data.json file. You try. First will be, see, in the data.json file, you are going to store the product. You are going to store the cart item, you are going to store the these two things we are going to store inside list of the product, and we are going to store a user what are the product he has selected and what are the product he has added to his cart. So those data we are going to store in this. So in this we will have total two type of object will be there. One will be called product and another will be called cart. Okay, here you can create one called product product. Okay, and another will be called cart. Cart in the sense, suppose a user has come, he log in and he added some item into the cart. So item added to the cart will come to the cart variable, cart object, and whichever the product is stored under the application, all will go to the product array. Okay, so these two will be under this. Under the user.json file, we have user only, but there we will keep a type. Okay, we will keep a type, whether you are admin or you are normal user. Accordingly, we can redirect in the project. Okay, so hope you created. Now, under this product, we will be adding two product as a, you can say a static, just to test the project. When the user will come here, instead of displaying the login page, we'll display them, which one? We will display them list of the product with the two button, login and register. Okay, so let's go here, and in this file, add called, okay, we can give one ID that is fixed every time. Name of the product, we can give something. Suppose Apple I added, and then this will come from the page. We will be creating a page. Then we'll keep here call their price. Don't keep in double quote, else while doing the calculation it will be wrong. 250 rupees per kg. After that, you can write some details. First keep photo. One photo is required. Photo. See the photo will be from internet. This photo we are not going to store in public folder. This photo URL you can copy from internet directly and we can paste here. So that I'll guide you what to do in that. Okay. Now details of the product. Something you can write. This is good and red color apple with extra energy. Something this must be added in one product. Now copy here the same and keep below. One product we added. Keep here product 2. This we are going to send here from the page. We will not add it as a manually. Don't keep the extra this one comma in the last. Product 2, and this you can keep as a milk and keep somewhere 20 rupees, and then this is milk by many products. Okay, something we wrote here price, and then photo we have not given. I'll guide you for the photo, because here you are not going to write manually. It will come from the page. So whichever the data will send, it will come. So this file will look like lot of data will come inside. 20, 30, 10, n number of product you can add, all will come here. Okay, so hope you added this too. Two product we added, right? After that, this one you can run on a particular. This also you have to run. Like already one server is running here. This is for which one? This is for user management. We can run one more CMD where we can handle the data file. There will be product and cart. So you can open one more CMD here itself. Open one more CMD here itself, and inside that you can write the data plus cart both. You can run here. Okay, what to write? JSON space JSON minus server space minus watch space your data dot JSON file space port number you have to keep different 3003. Keep port 3003. So product, if you call, it will give the list of the product. If you call the cart, it will give the list of the cart. There we can filter what is your item, which one you have added into the cart. We can apply the condition and we can extract it. Okay, so hope you are ready till here. You can go to the browser and verify whether are you able to access the content that is called localhost 3003 port number plus product. 3000. Okay, which port number I given? 3003. Both is broken. Oh, minus port is missing. Minus port. Minus was missed out. Because of that, it was not ready to listen on particular port number. Okay, so I can get here the product and here this. Oh, and the same port number, something else is started. Right here it's got. Wait a minute, something went wrong in my case. I have called on the same port number. So this was confused and it has given the error. So 3000 port number, 3002 is the user and 3003 is the your product and cart, and port number 3000 is your React. Port number 3000 is the React. Port number 3000 is React. Okay, so here hope the product is coming for you. So what should happen when this project will load? When this project will load first, it should not display the login. We can create a button here for the login, and meanwhile it should have like when we open the page, by default it should display the list of the products. So for that we are going to create a component, or instead of listing the product first, JSON file is ready. We can log in as an admin, and we can add some product, and we can list the product, and then we can come final to the add to cart and other things. Okay, so JSON file is ready, and let's go from one side itself. You log in here, login, login, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's redirecting. It will go inside. So I came here. So here, what should have? We should have a link here. We should have a link here called add product, right? We should have a link here called add product. When we click on add product, we will have a list of the page will come here, list of the product what we have added there. We will have one called add button. Once you click on add, it will display the add form. So those part complete first. Okay, so come here. Which component? Dashboard component. See the structure of the dashboard component, what it was. In a structure of the dashboard component, we have added the just button we have added, and then it was something like this. The header we have here, something like this, right? So we require to create the next component. For what purpose? To display the list of products. Okay, to display the list of products. List of the products we can display here, which we have as of now. There will have option called delete. Delete functionality will happen, right? Okay. And then we'll have option called add product. From there, add functionality will do. Okay. So now this router and switch we have called last week. For what purpose? Because we were supposed to develop this page based on multi-level routing. Okay, that was the logic discussed in the last week. So next you create a component called product list. Create a component called product list here. In the same, create a component called product list. PRODUCT product list dot js, product list dot js. Okay, and quickly import inside React and import inside that call import inside next call use state, use state, and use effect also, use effect from React. Now coming down, import Axios from Axios. Now write a class, not class, constant product list. Product list equal to pet arrow, and after that coming inside export default part to do, export default product list. Go inside that, inside the product list, inside the product list, you will be following the, in the dashboard already we have followed the container. So container we don't require here. we can follow the return div. You create one empty set, empty tag. Okay, inside the empty tag, now we can follow the division. Multiple rows we can create, so it will follow the JSX rule. Class name equal to row call hyphen lg hyphen 12 h3. You can add product list. Since the background is a blue, you should write here commandly for all text hyphen o, not text hyphen white, something else. A division class name equal to bg hyphen white and p hyphen 4 and rounded also. p4 okay. So next you can write this class name hyphen center. Okay, so we have written this. Now till here we did. So what we have to do inside? Inside, see this data list of the product should come here. Where? At this place. Whichever the product is available for admin has login and he has added some 20 product in his application. He should see the list of the 20 products. Okay, that's what we are making the list here. Now right here, a table. This we are going to display in table. Table open, table close. Inside that, we can follow class name equal to table hyphen board and then instead of border you can write that striped. Now after that, this will have t head and tr and th. Okay, so that will add here call product id. Then we can add next call th, product name, next th will be called price of the product. Next th will be called, you can say, details of the product. Next th will be called image of the product. photo of the product, and next EH will have here called directly delete option. Okay. This become your table, and right here for this class name equal to bg hyphen, not bg, okay, bg hyphen light and bg light and text hyphen primary, bg light and text primary. So in this we will be listing the data, and that data will come from where? That data will come from the JSON file, and this is for especially for admin. Admin will log in, he will come here, and once he will come here, he can see the list of these products. Okay, ready? Now after that, we require to call the data from the data.js file. So what we'll do for that, we will be writing here call constant call product, and another one is called update product. Update product equal to use state. This use state will be, you can give as a empty array. Okay, now same time add here another one called constant message update message. This we required going forward. Use state, it should not be array, it's just empty. Update product, update message, product, and then message value. Now what we required, we need to fetch the data from the which file? Our data.json file. We need to fetch the data from data.json file. So you will write a function here called constant get product. Get product equal to fat arrow you can apply. Now you will be writing here xuse.get and pass that URL. xuse.get and pass that URL. That URL we have where we are accessing the list of the product on port number 3000. Then you follow the promise function inside to capture the response. Then below you will be writing whichever the data is going to come from that URL as a response, the data should go to the product function using update product, and inside you will write response.data. Now this function we need to call on page load. So for that, let's see this function what is doing. This function is fetching the data from the JSON server that is running on port number 3003, and array name is called product. Now function we have written, but it should load on load. So what we do for that? Use effect. Use effect will call use effect. Use effect will have the first parameter we will be calling the function, and second parameter the number of times to true, means one time. And inside this you will call now the get product function. So this get product function will get executed automatically once the page will load, and data will come, and data will assign to the variable called product variable, right? Now, after doing this much, what is the next task? Next task is to display the data inside the page in table format. So let's come down below. Okay. Now after that, we will come down below and we will be calling the map function. In the bottom, we will call the map function. For what purpose? To run the loop and get the data from the array and display inside the page. So here we'll go. We will come down below and T body will start. T body will start. Under the T body, you will write the map function saying like this dot, not this dot, because it's not class component, only product dot reverse function I'll use here to display the last product on the top. Product dot reverse dot map. Okay. Pro info variable, comma, index also required. Further, if needed, we can use that. So right here now, return. Under the return, you have to write the TR because it's based on table. TD. The first we will be printing the ID. That is called proinfo.id. It's coming from the JSON file. Proinfo.id. For this TR, you can apply a property. Key index is also fine. Next, we will be printing the name of the product. That is going to come from the same JSON file. So proinfo.name. Proinfo.name. Next TD will be based on. Next TD will be for the proinfo. What is that? Details. DE details. Next TD we will write for which one? For the photo that we have not written as of now. We will be working on that. Photo. Okay, so photo you leave here. As of now, we can display the photo. Come to the last one, that is called TD. TD button you open. There is no problem.
After name, price.
After name,
price.
We can add one column here. Now button, this button we can add as a class name, btn hyphen danger, btn danger. But under this button, we are not going to display the text. We are displaying the icon. We are going to display the icon, that basket icon, trash icon. Okay, so this TD open close button, inside button, I will print now I class equal to class name equal to fa hyphen trash and then fa hyphen lg. It should be little bigger. So let's do this much, and after that we will come to the routing page. Under the dashboard, we need to call this file. Okay, so we can reply under the chat. If you're done, I will go ahead. Now, after doing that, let's see what is the name of the class. Class name is called, sorry, function name is called, function name is this one. But we made a mistake. Everything we have written outside, it will throw the error. So this entire, what we have written, cut from here and paste inside the function. Because it is the functional component, it will not, you cannot use any hooks outside of the function. It must be within the function. All the hooks should be within the function. So product list function, and inside you have to keep everything. Constant, another stuff, whichever we have, it must be within the function. It should not be outside. Reverse is the function. It will display the product in descending order. You can check the JavaScript tutorial, reverse function. Reverse function used to reverse the array. Okay, hope done. Now I'll go ahead. So this is, we have created the page. Inside the page, we added the data. We are reading from the JSON server. We are displaying in listing table format, and it is for the admin purpose. Okay, so this product list, let's go to the dashboard now. In dashboard, you need to import it. Import product list from product list. After that, come down below. We have added here called dashboard, right? So we can add one more link just after that, product list. Add one more link after this, product list. Add one more link after this, product list. This you can give call product list as a path, but before that, dashboard is required. Dashboard / product list. Dashboard / product list. The first dashboard is pointing to directly main URL, dashboard itself. But the second one is dashboard / product list, because we are implementing in this nested routing. Dashboard / product list. You can write here call products, all product. All product, okay. And this should not be home. It should be something FA, something cart you can give. CART, cart icon. Shopping cart. I think it's a shopping cart. Shopping - cart. All product is nothing but we can add here called shopping cart. Okay, so icon is coming here called all product. Now after doing that, we require to add below the routing. So this is the row first row is end. This first row is end. After that, I'll start the second row. So for that, you are not going to write the row directly. Keep the switch. And inside the switch, you will be writing root exact space path, root exact path equal to dashboard, then component equal to which component? Let's call the dashboard component itself, or dashboard component is coming by default. So if you call the dashboard component, again will be the problem. So if it is okay, no problem. So what we can do is we can add here call product list component, and add one more path. The dashboard slash product list here, this path, because two paths we are calling the same component. Or what else we can do is, see, when it come to the dashboard, by default we can display this component. Which component? Product list. So you don't add this link. Shopping cart you remove the link called shopping cart, and remove the second link. Let it be this one. So as soon as you come to dashboard, it will display your product list. In dashboard component, the main component we added is the product list itself. So here we added a link. By default, it's coming to the dashboard itself. So when it comes to the dashboard by default, you are displaying the which one? Which component? Product list component by default. Under the switch add now. So again, right now, so what I did, I deleted one link. I added only one link, that is called root. So we are checking if the path is dashboard only, means when you land after login, when you come to the dashboard, it will display by default to the product list page. By default, it will display the product list page. Let me see what is showing for me. It is showing the product list by default. You can check. These delete buttons are coming little bigger. We have to reduce the size little. Okay, in the previous row, first row, we can write MB margin bottom 5. So in the bottom, there will be 48 pixel gap after this row. So it will not look nearby, it will look little some space. Please check once and confirm for how many you are getting the data in the product list. This is the product list. When we click on dashboard, we can see the list of the product. This is for the admin purpose. Okay, these products are for the admin purpose. The same product will come to the user. But when we will log out from here, we'll go to the main application, then it will display the list of the product to the user in different format. There will be an option called buy now. Okay, I will share these files in chat in case you are not able to implement, please use this. Product list and dashboard. Both are in your chat. You can use the both. So to complete fast, your response time should be quick. It should not be after half an hour you say something. You can implement and quick response, then we can finish much functionality in one weekend. This multi-level routing you have implemented in this. On the top we are given the link, and the bottom we are checking the condition. Completely perfect video I have recorded with the clean sounds, and it is there with the step by step. So once you can see the video and twice you can implement, you will remember for the full life. Okay, then I can move next. Okay, so this page is coming. The next component will be here called add product. So once you click on add product, another page will come. There you will enter the details, click on save, it will go to the JSON server, and from there according to need will retrieve. Okay, but the next target is this photo. Let's complete that part, then we'll come back. Photo will display here, and this delete button should be smaller. First, reduce the buttons, delete button size. LG we have written here, FAFALG, remove LG. Automatically trash button will be small. Remove the LG, automatically trash button will be smaller. It's got little small. Now after that, this JSON file, data.json file, what should happen in that? The data.json file, photo should have some photo name, URL that we can access from internet, and we can give here directly. Let's come back, I'll guide you. I'll go to the Google. Which one is the first? First one is called apple, second one is milk. So let's write here call apple photo. Apple photo will come. Click on image. Click on this. This photo URL you can copy. Right click and copy. Okay, save image. Copy image address. Copy. Right click on this photo and select the copy image address and check here whether image is loading or not. Image is loading. So this is the image address. This image address you can keep in this file here as a photo. This one as an image address. Okay. So same way, you saw what we did. We copy the image URL from internet. How to copy? We search the photo, click on photo, right? Any photo you click, the photo will open here, right? Photo will open. Here photo will open. Now this photo you do right click and there is option called copy image address. So if you copy the image address, you will get the link of this image. That you add here. Nothing, there is nothing under the double quote. We added that particular path directly. So under the IMG SRC, we can call it. It will give us the photo. Same way, next is called milk. Let's do for the milk. Milk photo. Search from internet. Okay. Click on any photo, whichever Suppose I clicked here, it will open in the right side. We'll do the right click, copy image address, and I will keep here under the photo. So what will happen now? This photo is available somewhere else. No need to store in your local machine. At runtime, when we click on page, it will call from there and display inside the page. So let's do that. Then we can come to our this page, product list. Do that and then come to the product list. Under the TD, you can write img src equal to proinfo.photo and limit the height here, height equal to something 70 and width is 70, width equal to 70. So what will happen in the TD, 70 pixel height and 70 pixel width photo will come, and this photo will come from where? Wherever it is, let it be there, no need to store in our server. Just directly we can give the link from internet, it will come and it will display you. This is a directly path. Now I'll show you whether my photos are coming or not. Here, product list. I can see here photo is coming, milk and photo both are coming. So height and width we can give 50 by 50 because it is for admin purpose. Once we require for user, there we can display the bigger. Let's do that. Let me know also whether your photo is coming. You can keep on replying in the chat once it is happening. So photo URL we taken from internet, and after that the photo is coming here, it's a displaying here, right? So this become completely, while saving the data also will do the similar. We will take the photo and we will take the photo URL and save directly, it will go and store in the JSON file. Whoever is facing the problem while implementing the fetch method, see that I am not suggesting to, if you see my channel, the promotion will happen. The promotion happen or not happen, that is the next matter. That is not made for the promotion purpose. It is just made to convince you the subject. Because of that, in the well clean manner, I have created and kept there. Okay, so you will see once here and twice you will see there. It will be double practice and you can remember at least. Okay, so if you are facing the problem while implementing this, which one? The hooks 4 videos, you can have a look and then it will be comfortable for you. So now the photo is coming and we have done the listing page. Now we will be going for the saving the data. Two files are present in your chat. It is sent to your chat. You can download it. Replace it and let's go ahead with the next called saving the data. Saving, listing, deleting. These 3 things if you are able to complete today, then tomorrow we can display the product in the home page and we can apply the functionality called add to cart. All 4 videos will come in YouTube. You can watch from there. Last video I think I have sent already. I will send you in chat. But this 4 video I'll keep there in the channel, project 1. You can have a look in that. Okay, so we are ready to go ahead. Let's go ahead, create the next file called new product. New product.js. New product.js. In new product.js, you need to call something. What are we required? Called use state. Use effect we don't require here. Use state only you need. Okay. After that, Axios is required. We need to post the data. Now let's write here const new product. New product equal to export default new product. Now after that, new product inside this. You need to implement what are first create the constant to handle the text box value. We will create the constants to handle the text box value. So what are the details of the product we have? Name, price, details, and photo. So 2, 3, 4 field we required. So you are going to create here 4 constant. Constant name, process name, use state, it should be empty. Name, then price, then details, and then photo. Name, price, details, and then photo. Okay, now these all are inside the function only. You will write the next one message also. For what purpose? To display the message to user. Yes, product saved successfully. Process message, let it be empty. Come down below, right below. Right below called return, not return, save. Save. Alert. Name we can do to test. Return a division, class name, row. This row call LG3 363 3 6 and then 3 363. Correct. Now inside the 6 we are going to capture the details of the product, and to process that values we have written this all the functions. Process name. Okay, sorry, mistake happened here. process price, process details, process photo, and process message. That is changed. Process message. After that, we can go to the 3. We can write here H3, add product. What we will do inside, class name equal to text hyphen center, and again text hyphen primary. And for this 6, we are supposed to write BG white, P4, and rounded. Region, background is blue color. In blue color, again this content will not be visible. Now we can come down and we can create the division. Class name equal to MB3, margin bottom 3, and label product name. A text box, input type equal to text, class name equal to form hyphen control, and after that we need to write on change equal to create an object. With the help of object, call the process name. Inside the process name, you will pass obj dot target dot value. This is for what purpose? To pick the value of the text box. Once the user start typing, that value should go to the text box. You will have button here, division class name, text center. Under the text center, you will add a button, say product. Class name, btn hyphen primary. So let's do till here, and on button click. We will call the function called save. So when we click on save button, whichever the value you have typed under the text box, that should come as an alert. If that is coming, then well, we are on the track. Okay. Meanwhile, I should share this file also. In case any problem is there, you can use this file. It's here, new product. Let's go on to your chat also. Meanwhile, you are writing. Let's complete. Okay, so hope we are ready. Next, after that, we will call this file in the routing, or shall we complete everything? We will check it. We will add in the routing, then we'll come back. If everything is working well, we can go ahead next. Then copy paste, no? This is the simple task, right? You copy, add here, and change the function, product name, product price, process price. Let's do remaining other product details, product photo details in the last. Process photo, and keep the details in the last as a text area. Product details as a text area. Process details. Process details. Text area you need to close in the last. Right. This functionality is ready. This functionality is ready. Next, what we will do? We will click on save button and pass the data to product. So let's go here. Come to the save. Let's do inside. Call the URL first. A variable URL equal to your URL is, this is the URL product. This is the URL where you need to send the data in JSON format. A variable data equal to what are the details we are taking from the JSON? I will suggest you like this. Go here and copy one curly bracket from here directly. Copy one curly bracket from the product array. Pull one flower bracket content you copy and keep here. So it will not happen mistakes. Object name will not mismatch. ID we no need to pass. Remove the ID. ID will come automatically. Name. Where is the name? Name is coming under the name variable. Where is the price? It is coming under the price variable. Where is the photo? Photo is coming under the photo variable. Photo is going to come under the photo variable. So keep here the photo. We are given here no photo estate details. Under the estate we have created the variable called photo. Now details of the product will come under the details variable. Details will come under the details variable. So this data become as a complete dynamic content. This everything become as a dynamic content that you are going to submit to your JSON server. Come down below. You will write here axios.post number one called URL and second is called data. Then you can write capture response, but this response is not going to be much helpful. Here we have to display the hardcode value using the process message function. Give here call name plus save successfully. So this is the function. Message variable we can display inside the page. So let's write this service first. Entire function I sent in your chat. Okay, so hope done. Come down below. After H3, you can display the message in a paragraph. After H3, you can display the message in a paragraph. Class name. Text center. And then we can display here text danger also. After that, message variable. Message variable. So this hope you have written a safe functionality. Now this page we will add under the routing and we will test and we'll see whether product is getting added or not. Okay. Okay, so hope you have done the service, the save file, save function you have written. Now we will provide a button here called add product. When you click on add product, that page will appear. Fill the data, click on save, it will go again, will come back to the where list page. Okay, so hope you remember the function name called new product. New product we have. This save function is available in your chat. You can use from there. The save function is sent to your chat. You can use from there also. Now I'll come to the dashboard. We will implement here. We need to import here new product from / new product. You will add a button here, one more link after dashboard. Dashboard / new product. Dashboard / new product. Keep here the link call. Add new product. Add new product. Icon we can change to FAFF plus symbol. Plus symbol we can use here. So after dashboard, I added one more link tag. Now below you have to add a condition saying like dashboard / new product. Dashboard / new product. Then load the which component? New product component. Load the new product component. Save the file. Let's verify. On button click, new component is loading. If it is loading, then we'll fill the data. Click on save button. It's getting saved. If getting saved, is it coming to the list or not? Those things we need to verify. So these all are the simple things that we have already done many times. Just we have structurized here properly, organized the content properly, and systematic way it is displaying. So because of that, every time we know like if the fundamental is clear, then the upper level content will be more clear. So your practice implementation play a major important role. New product, when I go here, I could see the new product page is coming for me. It is asking the new product, price, quantity, photo. Again, you will take from internet. You will copy the photo from internet and finally click on save details, everything. It will come to your dashboard. It will display the list of the pages. I'll go here. Now I'll keep call mango. Mango price 100 rupees. Photo, let's copy the any photo from internet. I'll keep here mango photo. Mango photo. Search the mango photo. Copy the mango photo. Copy image address. And then that image address we can add here. Okay, image address we can add here and you can modify something. Okay, JPG, because once you do any changes here, type, then only what will happen? A state will get created. So you can write here, maybe one character you can delete and add. That's all. Suppose here was the commons, 90 was there. So I deleted 9. Again, I wrote 9. That meaning the state got updated. Okay. Then it will go to your this one. Now right here, this is best product. Eat as much as possible to become healthy, healthy and smart. Okay, now let me click on save. It says mango saved successfully. If I go to my list page, I should see the mango should come there. Perfect, mango came. But it has to come in reverse order. Oh, reverse functionality has not applied there. Yes, reason is known. Understood the reason. Reverse functionality has not applied there. Because of that, it is coming in the last. Right, so hope you are able to add the product. I'll keep here called water. Water milk. Water milk दूसरा पे डालो. Rice rice. Rice. 50 rupees. Photo of the rice. Do not eat much rice. Now let me go here and take one rice photo. Oh, take this one only. I will go to my project and enter here the URL. And maybe you can modify a single character somewhere so that it will be helpful. Oh, such a big line here. Okay, let it be. I'll try to save it. It's coming the base 64. Base 64. Okay, so rice saved successfully. Go to the dashboard. It is showing the rice. So hope it is coming. I will share the file again. New product page. Go on to your chat. See, this data is not coming in descending order. Why? Because we made some mistake. Okay, in the product list you will see you have written here as a reverse. Reverse we have written here, but we know product is a constant. Anyone cannot modify the constant. Product is a constant. No other places you can modify the constant. So constant will be modified by constant function itself, hook function itself. So remove the reverse from here. Remove the reverse from here. Let it be product.map directly. Reverse will apply somewhere else. Remove the reverse from there. Okay, reverse you removed. Now come. I'll guide you where to apply the reverse. Here we are updating the product. We are fetching the data from the server and we are updating into the product, right? So here you can apply data dot reverse, response dot data dot rever reverse function. So from here only we can reverse that. No other places you can reverse. Data dot reverse apply here. Now once you add the reverse here, you will see your product will come in the reverse order. The newly added product will come on the top. The newly added product will come on the top. Reverse, data dot reverse. The newly added product will come on the reverse order. If you refresh your page, see it's coming in reverse order now. Rice is coming on the top. I have added here. Reverse function. Hope you applied. So that we are aware of the constant function variable cannot be modified by someone else, and we made a mistake while writing. So that should be under the function of the constant can only modify anything under that. And we were trying to call here under the map. That was the wrong. It will not work there. Okay, so hope for everyone list is happening, plus you are able to add the product. You are able to add the product. Now next task is to delete the product. From here, whenever we click on any of the delete, that should get deleted. Message should reflect here, product deleted successfully. Okay, so hope you are ready to go ahead. Ready to delete the product. It's a simple, it's not difficult, just one line function we can write. How to clear the input page? Please watch the video number 4. Not video number 4, video number 1. In that YouTube one video is there. You can add that and then that you can try in home. It will be a homework. We have already seen in the class how to clear 2 places. Okay, let's go next. Next, what we will do is come to the delete page. Inside the delete page, write a function here. Delete constant delete product equal to you need PID product ID. Delete product, we need PID. Now you need a URL where you are going to delete the product. So create a variable URL equal to this one, your main URL, where products are stored. Now coming down, you will call here axios.delete, pass the URL. Axios.delete, pass the URL, dot then again a response, but this response is not going to much helpful. Come inside, call the function call update message. You have written on the top, update message. Update message. Update the message inside update message. You will add here product details. Details deleted. Product details, product deleted successfully. And after that, you will call this function again to reload the list. Let's write it here. Still, it will not delete the product because while calling this URL, we have to append the URL. Okay, what we need to append? Slash plus PID. Slash plus PID. Slash plus PID. Slash plus PID. So to the product URL, you have to send what? ID. With the help of which function? Delete function. So this delete will request to this product JSON server to delete a particular ID. Delete those products whose ID is particular one. So just very simple. Just call a function, get the same URL, append inside the plus your ID, value of the ID, and finally delete. That's all. Product will get deleted and call this function. Get product for the listing. Now this function we have to call on click. Button we have created on click, we need to call this function. Okay, try that. Okay, now after that, come down below, call this function, delete product on click. Here, button we have, on button click we can call, on button click we can call on click equal to, call the function, which one? Delete product dot bind. In that you have to send a parameter. The first one is called this, and second one is your product info dot id. Product info dot id. That should be. Let me shift this button little left side. This is a button here. Delete product dot bind product p info of id. So once we send id from here, 1 2 3 will go to the function. That function will request the XEOs to go to the server and request to the particular product. You can check now. It will delete also. We have already here trash button, trash icon. This button I can send in chat. This button. Okay, I sent in a chat. After that, let me delete the milk. Oh, message has not come because we have not printed the message. It's deleted, but message has to come. Please check this. Okay, now we need to display one message on the top after H3 in a paragraph. message class name text hyphen center text hyphen danger, text center and text danger. So once you delete a product, a red color message will come, product deleted successfully. Add this. Let me go here and delete a product called rice. I can see the message. Product deleted successfully. Clear input field is not difficult task, no? Because of that I escaped. Clear input field, it is not. Just call the function pass as empty and call the value equal to name, value equal to price. It will get clear. Okay. Okay, I will send all three files now. New product, dashboard, product list, all three came to the chat. And JSON server already you have set up. That is, hope it's working for you. JSON server, there should not be any problem. Please update it and confirm it's working. Yeah, change here React shopping app. Okay, I kept here one shopping and handshake. You are welcome. So you can change here. Font is awesome. It will look better. Knowledge comes from the daily experience, and experience comes from the knowledge. Both come from each other. Okay. So in 24 hours, 20 hours I will be on the laptop 4 hours will be somewhere here there. Okay, so that's what's called knowledge come from the experience and practice, and again experience come from the knowledge. So let's practice it as much as possible. Not only one project, I will be giving you some more project video recorded session. I will upload there in the channel. Their contents are organized properly, function wise, and everything is well organized. Okay, so hope working. So you are able to save the product and you are able to list the product, correct? Now next task is to display this product in the user. Once we log out from here, once the admin will be log out, some error was here that we need to fix. Once the admin will be log out from here, this login page is coming. Instead of login page, it should display the shop in place where all the product add to cart, photo, description, everything should come. We can click add to cart. It will display yes 3 item added to your cart. Once you go to the cart, it will display the list of the cards, right? Those things we are going to learn. Okay, that is the tomorrow task completely. So again, we will sit on same tomorrow. Practice, okay, practice. The hooks, see in this I have not used the class component. I have used everything as a functional component so that when you are going for interview, if the people will give the task to develop individual project completely, to develop the completely individual project, you will not face the problem. You will be able to implement it. Okay. So okay, then see you in the next session. Okay, then thanks guys. Let's look into the second session in the second video. Bye bye. In case if you have not subscribed the channel CRM Software Academy, please subscribe it. You will be getting a lot of awesome project videos notification. Okay, thanks for watching.